Hi everyone, welcome to the day 4 of the 5-day Ditch Your Diet Weight Loss Challenge. I'm so excited. I'm really excited to be doing the challenge with you guys. I'm loving all the questions that are coming through, and I just love being here to support you in this way. And this is this today is something that I wanted to talk about because although my program really goes in depth and is mainly about food and diet and weight loss, and how to avoid the diet, obviously, as a holistic health coach, I talk about these other elements that contribute to our weight that are outside of food and how much we're exercising. Because yes, that is a major contributor to how much we weigh, but really, I'm going to talk about a couple of them today. But even something like stress and relationships and things like that all contribute to what's going on, to maybe how much we're arguing with someone, how much that's leading us right to the pantry or the refrigerator to deal with and cope with certain situations or stressors. So yes, I'm very excited about this program, and it is mainly about food, mainly how to remove this diet way of thinking that it has been ingrained into our head. So just before I start, I just want to make sure that you have your workbook. If you do not have it, it should have gotten emailed to you if you subscribed to this challenge, and anyone can watch this, obviously, if you're in the group. But in order to get the workbook, you had to have subscribed to the challenge. So I will leave that link below so that you can have access to it if you want to. But it has it has a few exclusive recipes in there. It has a Whole Foods shopping list. It has some places where you can keep notes, where you can jot down your questions for me. And yeah, it's just a fun little addition to this challenge. So yeah. The day 1, we talked about whole foods, mainly like what to eat, and the mindset and how to remove that restrictive kind of mindset that we may have around dieting. Day 2 was all about keeping a balanced plate, because yes, we talked about whole foods, but how do we construct the whole foods? Does that mean that we can, you said you can have sweet potatoes. Does that mean I can make a whole plate of sweet potatoes and have that day in and day out? No, that's not the answer either. So we talked about balancing a plate in day 2. Day 3, we talked about, okay, now that we have this whole food balanced plate, how big is that plate? Is it a size of, is it a large bowl? Is it a small plate? Is it what are the portion sizes? So we talked about that in day 3. And day 4, today, these are, I know the comments I said that this was only 1 tip, but I'm really sharing with you 2 tips. I'm slipping an extra one in there for you. But these are things that, like I'm saying, are not specifically food, but they're strongly tied to what we're eating. And they are things that we often overlook. And so the first one that I'm going to talk about is sleep. So this could be a thing, this could be a major missing link. If you feel like you're doing all of the work, like all of the working out and really eating well, and then you just find that you're just not getting the success that you want, this could you could totally be lacking of sleep. So if you're just living off of 6 hours a night of sleep, then that's really not okay. We really want to strive to get 7 to 8 hours worth of sleep. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, come on, I have a lot to do. And the reality of it is what you're sacrificing by not getting the sleep, because what you're sacrificing is by not getting the sleep is going to hurt you more than by staying up until 11:30 at night to get some. It could be very important, but in certain days, obviously, you might get less sleep than others. But if it's a consistent of 5-6 hours a night, then that is going to hurt you long term. And I also understand that there are phases of all of our lives where we may be going through something that is obviously contributing to lack of sleep, and that is just what is going on in our lives right now, and that's the reality of it. So I'm not even talking about situations like that. I'm talking about every day, no excuses. You should be getting to bed earlier. Why aren't you getting to bed earlier? Kind of thing. And so again, like I said, these challenges really are the what to do and why you should do it, And then the how to do it really comes into play in my one-on-one coaching, which I am opening up enrollment to tomorrow, which is super exciting. So stay tuned for that after my 5th and final favorite tip tomorrow. So anyway, we're talking about sleep today. So sleep is essential. And not only because you don't want to feel like crap in the morning because you're exhausted and you have no energy and you're like, you know, just not feeling too hot because you didn't get a lot of sleep. Like, that's obvious why we all want more sleep. But sleep is when you're resting and repairing, when your body is able to shut down and restore itself. It's able to balance out hormones that need to be balanced out while you're sleeping, and it gives your brain a chance to just, you know, when your to-do list is like runs right off the end of the paper and you're like, how am I supposed to finish all this? Guess what? When you sleep, your brain actually goes to work and is trying to like figure out, okay, like let's try to do this, this, and that. And so it's really, really essential. But more than that, sleep is how you get energy, right? But when you wake up and you don't have energy because you didn't sleep long enough, then your body is like, give me some energy. And what is the fastest source of energy? Sugar. Sugar, 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 sugar. That is why a lot of, you know, I talk to a lot of moms, like new moms, and they're like, why? How come all I want are like pastries and, you know, sweet things? And that is because sugar, your body knows that sugar is the fastest source of energy. Like, it's going to light up your brain. It's going to like rev up. It's going to spike your blood sugar. So it knows to go for sugar. So we really want to eliminate those cravings, and we do that by making sure we get sleep. So not even just sugar cravings, just food cravings. You're like, maybe you're just trying to keep yourself awake. Maybe you're opting for more stimulants. I mean, there's more stimulants than ever now. And so we're wondering maybe why we're not able to fall asleep or get to sleep fast enough, or, you know, we're pumping ourselves with all these stimulants, and it's keeping our body in fight or flight mode. So that comes into play with our central nervous system. So our central nervous system is our main functioning system in our body, and then it, you know, there's a parasympathetic system, and then there's a sympathetic. There's a parasympathetic, and then there's a sympathetic system. And when you are not sleeping, feeling stressed out, feeling overwhelmed, you're activating your sympathetic system. So the sympathetic system is when you go into fight or flight response. And this is in place when we, you know, were cavemen and cave women and had to run from, you know, animals that were chasing us because we had to keep ourselves alive. So it lit up our sympathetic nervous system to like keep us out of danger. But we do that to ourselves daily now because we're not getting a lot of sleep. We're waking up after not getting a lot of sleep and pushing ourselves to go to work, do whatever we need to do, get the kids ready, like go. So like that's lighting it up more. So this sympathetic nervous system is already in heightened response, a fight or flight response, which is what you don't want. And then you're pushing your body more, and then you're pumping yourself full of caffeine. And then let's say you sit down at work, and then you have a flood of emails coming in, and it's like stressing you out more, and then you're drinking more coffee. Your sympathetic nervous system is just gonna be, it's just like, come on, like give me a break. So you need to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the repair and rest area, to calm all of that down. Because guess what? When you are in that mode, in that sympathetic fight or flight response mode, your body is so intelligent that it's just trying to keep its main internal organs healthy. So it knows, like, the stress is, it has all these responses in your body, and your body is focusing on really not having that implode on itself. So it's not focusing on you losing weight. It's not focusing on you helping your nails grow or your hair grow or your skin. It's not like, it's like, are you kidding me, sister? Like, I need to keep you alive right now. So no, I'm gonna work on that. So in order to activate that weight loss response, that stress and that repair and rest response, which is the parasympathetic nervous system, you really just need to take a break, take deep breaths, and get some freaking sleep. Get some sleep. So that's one, okay? You really have to get some sleep. And And again, this is the what and the why. The how is what I go into depth with in my coaching. So if you're really interested in that, then, you know, let me know, send me a private message, and I can send you some details on that. But this is really essential. This may not seem important. You're like, come on, like, I'm trying to lose weight. And I'm letting you know that if this has been something that you've been trying to do for a long time, or you've been on every diet on the market, and you know, you're just not getting the results that you want despite workouts because your hormones are all out of balance, then it's just going to hurt you even more, and you're going to be going through the same cycle over and over again. So the second one, the little bonus tip is make sure you're drinking enough water. You may think that you're drinking enough water, but unless you're really keeping track, and you know, some days go by where I don't keep track, and I'm like, how much water did I drink today? I don't think I drank any, and I feel exhausted. And it's funny, I'm so happy that my husband, he finally recognized this important fact, and like how important water is, because although I tell him this stuff a million times, it's like it's like a whole, you know, in one ear and out the other, but he thinks that the coffee is going to be the only thing that really gives him the energy that he wants. So he usually carries like you know, one of those cups with the straws in it, and he'll drink from it like with coffee like the majority of the morning and afternoon. And he noticed once he swapped it with water, because I'm like, you need to drink some water, you know. You can notice, like, even on your skin, if your skin is looking really dry, if you're feeling really sluggish, if you're not feeling too hot, it's just drink some more water. So I let him know, I'm like, you really should try to drink more water. And I'm so happy that he came to this conclusion on his own, that when he does fill his cup up with water, he might have a cup of coffee in the morning or two, but the water is really what makes him feel really good throughout the day. And the water is even going to help the caffeine work better in your system. So keep that in mind. Staying properly hydrated is not only great for energy, it's not only keeping you look youthful and beautiful and fresh, but it's also going to help you lose weight. So sometimes we confuse hunger with thirst. You may really be thirsty and you just think that you're hungry. You're like, oh, I must be hungry again. And the way to distinguish thirst from hunger is drink, you know, just chug some water. I'm not even giving you a specific amount. Just chug some water, just drink it down, and then wait a couple minutes. Like, are you still hungry? If you're still hungry, cool, eat. But you might have just been thirsty. So stay hydrated, and you should drink a good amount of water before a meal, because it can help fill up your belly so you're not eating as much. And you also don't want to drink water while you're eating, because it can mess with the digestive enzymes in your belly that's trying to process the food. And there's the enzymes in your saliva that it's diluting, so you really want all of your enzymes to go to work and break down the food and go through your digestive system properly. So 30 minutes before a meal, 30 minutes after, and what I like to say is to drink about half of your body weight in ounces of water. So if you are a 200-pound person, you want to drink about 100 ounces of water daily. And sure, that may sound like a lot, but and I recommend starting where you're at and then get to that point. So if you're only drinking like not even a bottle a day, then obviously don't jump to 100 ounces. If that is what your, the half of your body weight in ounces is, start where you are. So maybe just be conscious of it and say, okay, instead of drinking a half a bottle of water or 1 bottle of water, I'm going to drink 2 bottles of water, and just go from there. And yes, obviously you're going to have to pee more, but that goes away. Like, start it on the weekend, drink more water over the weekend, and you're going to notice that your body's going to become accustomed to having that amount of water in your system daily. And then when you don't have it, you're going to be extra thirsty. So it's a pretty cool way that your body works, that your body knows. So yes, you're going to have to pee a little bit more initially, but don't stress too much. Do it over the weekend. And so another tip that I recommend is, so I always say you can mark a water bottle. Well, obviously this water bottle has something on it, but if you have you can even do it on a water bottle that, a permanent marker on a rewashable water bottle. But you almost want to mark it with This is a pen, it's not gonna work. So you wanna mark it. So like not, so you wanna start at the top, let's say. So by 9 a.m. you're gonna drink that much water. By 10 a.m. you're gonna drink that much water. By 11 a.m. that much. By 12 noon, and then let's say by 1 p.m. you're gonna drink the whole bottle. And then you're gonna refill it. So then by 2 p.m. you're gonna drink that much. By 3, and then so it's just like a marker. So you can even set an alarm on your phone and it says, okay, it's 9 o'clock, and even if you didn't drink it, you like, just chug it real fast. Like, I understand some people don't like water, but just do it. Just chug it. You're gonna really be so happy with the benefits. And sometimes even as simple as getting a water bottle with a straw makes a huge difference. I don't know what it is about a straw. It just makes it, instead of like opening it up and drinking it, you're just like sipping it all day long. So that could help as well. And why I really recommend both sleeping more and drinking more water is because they are habits that lead to other good habits. So chances are, if you're making sure you're getting a lot of sleep, if you're making sure that you're drinking enough water, you're probably going to be inclined to make other positive habits as well. So just keep that in mind. This is a journey. This is a process. This is not going to happen overnight. This took a long time for us to have these bad habits that, you know, it took years and years to acquire, and you're not gonna just get over it in a day or a week or a month even. So it takes time. So be gentle with yourself. Start from where you are. Just take small baby steps to where you want to be. You know, when it comes to sleep, don't get crazy. Like, don't say you're gonna go from sleeping 5 hours to 9 hours. Like, no, you might sleep an extra 15 minutes, or you might be drinking just an extra half a bottle of water a day. Please start small, and I am here for support. Like I said, I'm opening up enrollment for my program starting tomorrow, which is really the how to do all this behind the what and the why. And there's limited spots. There are 4 spots that I started with, and 1 is already taken. So again, that is tomorrow. But your challenge essentially for today is not even like, I don't want you to have to extract from your day or do anything extravagant, or I just want you to like add in more of the good foods, not take anything out. I want you to just be aware and be cognizant of what you're eating and how much you're drinking, and start with small little baby steps. And just, if you're eating big portions, just go a little, you know, just become aware and just say, you know what, I really noticed that I am full after I have this, so I might save the rest of this for later. And these are really the habits that is going to create long-term successful change that is not a diet at all. Like, it's not going to feel like a diet. So your challenge for today is how relaxing. Get some more sleep, right? I order you to do nothing, so take advantage of that. If you are someone who's on your phone or your computer or watching TV as a way to decompress before bed, then I would recommend investing in blue light glasses, which obviously, you know, these computers, these TVs, these phones emit a blue light energy that helps, you know, it keeps you energized. So I would recommend investing in blue light glasses that blocks that blue light, that helps you, will help you, you know, it will tell your brain that it's time for bed. And drink a little bit more water. That's it. If you're not a water drinker, just start by drinking a little bit, you know, add some flavoring to your water, do what you need to do, but seriously get that water in. So that is it for me today. I hope that you've really been enjoying these challenges. Tomorrow, same time, same place, 2 p.m. I'm excited, get excited. It is actually my favorite, best tip tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.